This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the Wetlands?
The swampland, the gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions.
Now down to the first tee as we get set here at the Wetlands par 5 opener. It's 660 yards, Frank.
Better put your thinking cap on here, Rich. Ideally, you want to play it as a 3-shot hole because there's a pond that protects the front right of the screen as well. Typical Floridian opening tee shot, narrow, tight, and it's going to extract the best from you. So somehow fairway, then, only then can you start think about making a birdie. Ah, nice.
Looks good.
Oh, it's perfect. That is a huge opening tee shot.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Settles in over the putt.
Good read, good line. Well played.
Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor. And that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
I like the looks of this one. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This for birdie. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that hole location. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Shouldn't be a problem here. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. And what a hole this is, Frank. Par 3-4, 250 yards, and we're teeing off right in front of the swamp there.
You might see the odd alligator pop its head up. When you look at this, if you want to be clever, you can sort of hit a little cut in here, Rich, and then it'll work with that C-shaped green. It'll kick the tee shot away from the bunker that protects the middle. And you never know, it might just sneak in a birdie.
On the green, and the chance for a birdie. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
Well, how about this little move? 5 under par now. 2 straight birdies. Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, and it's a good one. 635 yards. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. There you have it. Well done. Great. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Headed for a handful right now. 4 birdies on the day. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of the screen gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of the screen, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So a tricky little par 3.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Stuffed that one in there just inside of 5 feet. Well done. Getting set now over the putt. Continuing to play well, a birdie. So here we go on the back nine at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And Frank, I'm pumped up for this second nine.
Oh, this is a hard hole, Rich, and anything long or left and you're guaranteed to be wet. That's for sure. 3 bunkers short and fun zone. That's the green just beyond those.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now. Second shot.
Just playing great. 14 under already. Par 4 11th, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second. Oh, beautiful swing. And the result is every bit as good.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good. The timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really, you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Birdie try up next. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Par 5 12 here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club is 576 yards. First par 5 on this backside. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, it's still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Good chance at one. Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
Frank, that one is long, and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors?
So he's hit it inside 30 feet. Not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
Well, this one's tracking. Do that. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short. So you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Stacking birdies, that's how you put a score on the board. So 2 straight and headed in the right direction. Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5.
I'm loving that balance.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Superb shot.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, yes, that's an eagle. 16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot. This one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Continues to putt beautifully. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Appears to be tracking well. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Good putt. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And on paper, it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Pretty good shot right there. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
He takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.